Hello everyone. Thank you so much for watching this video. And please do like, subscribe, and share my content. It's heaps help for me. In this video, I want to give an overview of what emotional baggage is and how it impacts our life. So majorly we'll just understand what are the emotional baggage. So, holding on to all these difficult emotions, fear, guilt, shame. These three are the major emotions that we usually hold on to and we do not release. So it has happened a lot in our parents, our grandparents have faced like difficult experiences in terms of facing of constant belittling, abuse, nagging. These were in some of the culture, these are like the norms. And yeah, a lot human race has been through a lot, and we all carry the imprints of all these difficult experiences that happened in our lineage. The reason we carry because this is how our brain keeps itself safe, and our brain is designed to record all the negative experiences. So because our parents and our grandparents didn't had the awareness how to release these difficult trapped emotions, they become the energy signature of the lineage as a collective whole. So repressed emotions in the families. If you have seen your mother suppressing her own desire and or her own needs, that will reflect in your brain's functioning. So suppressing and repressing of authentic joyful desires, authentic passions. It's like unable if you were made to pursue a job which is not aligned with you and you are not able to pursue your authentic passion, that also becomes an emotional baggage. So we have to be very careful and we must understand all this and let go of all these trapped emotions and this trap of emotional baggage from our energy signature. Inability to let go of the negative experiences, inner child wounds, so which means experiences of abandonment. Children are born with these so many inner child wounds uh, as part of their energy signature. And as a parent, it is our responsibility to that we start lowering down their inner child wounds rather than increasing them. We should do our best for our children, and taking care of their inner child wounds is more like taking care of our inner child wounds. So if we have the experience of abandonment, my mother had an experience of abandonment in her childhood, it carried forward to me, and I always used to have this fear of abandonment. And then we make all the difficult life choices based on these inner child wounds. Experience of lack and poverty. Usually, we all have this inner child wound that there is not enough on us, or money is very hard. That is all the experience of that traumatic experience that happened in the past. But now we can let go of these old programming, betrayal, cheating. We all go through these experiences. And there is a time when we have to choose our own self and let go of all these difficult experiences. Some people face a lot of trauma in their life, and like we have to be very compassionate towards them, but they also will have to be very compassionate towards them and let go of all that and choose the life which is free and which is easy and abundant. Rejection sensitivity. A lot of children are now born with these emotional sensitivities and they are getting triggered because it's like accumulated emotional baggage is now reflecting in the form of emotional sensitivity and mental health issues in children. Children are born with high levels of emotional sensitivity because no one knew in the lineage how to release all these difficult emotions from their lineage energy signature. Fear of loneliness, it's a huge, every person have this fear of loneliness. But if it is making you make wrong choices in the life, then you must address this fear of loneliness first. Humiliation, injustice, we all go through these experiences, and our ancestors have been through a lot in terms of these experiences. That's why we carry the imprint of those difficult experiences, and this all holds the functioning capacity of our brain. So this all causes the emotional sensitivity. And there are like situations when we are not able to get out of a toxic home or a toxic workplace that keeps building up that emotional baggage. It keeps building up. We keep accumulating difficult emotions within us because our brain is that machine. It is designed to keep us safe. So it will keep recording all the difficult emotions, and it will take space in our brain. It will take energy from our brain, which means our brain will compensate for this in by lowering our thriving energy. So I'll explain to this in detail. Then there is the thing I wanted to tell you, that there is so much stigma around mental health issues, and we keep comparing ourselves and each other's mental capabilities. This ego based thinking, it causes long term mental health conditions in families. Instead, we should be compassionate towards ourselves and others. And like, you can understand that if your parents, grandparents, dad, if anyone have faced this, in my lineage, I can see a lot of difficult emotions being were trapped in my family. So pay attention and acknowledge all this. Make sure like you start doing your inner work and keep your slate clean, because the work which we do is for our ancestors and is for ourselves and our future generation, to free everyone from the imprints of these emotional baggage. So, moving on to the next slide. So, what is an emotional baggage then? Anything that makes you feel you are not worthy. It also makes you feel that you need more and more to be happy. Or I would say anything that is stressful. So, suppressing your emotions and suppressing your authentic joy, your abundance, your inner peace. It's like alignment with your, no, you don't have that alignment from within. It will always reflect in the form of emotional baggage. Some of the examples, these are like few examples, but everyone will have different experience of this emotional baggage they are carrying. And there is different level of emotional baggage we carry. I'll cover that in my coming videos. So you saw your mom suppressing her happiness in the form of emotional baggage. You felt I'm also not important. So you feel unworthy because you saw, if my mother didn't felt worthy of herself, how can I feel worthy? You saw your granny seeking approval from everyone and serving everyone except her own self. This becomes a baggage for you. You saw your aunt constantly seeking validations from others, or she was very controlling everyone, and she wasn't at peace with herself. This reflects in the form of emotional baggage. You may carry those subconscious fear in your energy signature, in your physiology. You will see that your brain have got those survival adaptations within you. You repressed your natural talents and you had to choose a career which was not aligned with your passions. Your dad couldn't take stand for himself due to any circumstance that happened, and might have faced humiliation, abuse, injustice in his life, and you saw him suppressed and repressed. Uh, that is also an emotional baggage. Your dad went into substance abuse. That is an emotional baggage for the entire family. Experiences of poverty, guilt, shame, humiliation, injustice. So we experience these and we understand the impact, but it puts our brain into the survival state. And then we will have to work consciously to bring it back from the survival state. Constant everyday stress. It could be a stressful job which you weren't enjoying. Stress at workplace. Any sort of stress at workplace can become trauma. So we have to be very careful and we should know how to release this stress. It is not just about talking. There is a holistic way to release all these difficult trap emotions from your subconscious and from your body so that you start feeling free and your brain starts functioning again with its optimal potential. So again, what is an emotional baggage then? So definition of emotional baggage will always vary from person to person. So something that is easy for you may become baggage for me, and vice versa. We all have different levels of sensitivity. So a same experience can trigger me and it may not trigger you. But I have to take care of my own triggers and I have to understand what this trigger is trying to teach me. Inflicting emotional wounds, fear, guilt, shame upon each other. This is not a normal pattern. And there are families who functions with this infliction of fear, guilt, and shame upon each other. Unhealthy diet is, of course, it is also a kind of baggage for our nervous system. Unhealthy attachment patterns, anxious attachment styles, controlling attachment styles, avoidant attachment styles, clingy attachment styles in families. Love is different, and unhealthy attachments are entirely different. Love will always bring freedom, but unhealthy attachment patterns will bring control, will bring anxiety, will bring this loss and disconnection within yourself and others. Pushing hard. A lot of people have to push very hard in the past, and those imprints do not go anywhere. No sense of achievement, real joy, authentic achievement is entirely different. Authentic fulfillment is entirely different. So, understanding of all this is very important. Difference between emotional baggage and trauma. Emotional baggage, I would say, it is really, there is no real difference between an emotional baggage or a trauma. Emotional baggage is the accumulation of difficult emotional experiences and unhealthy attachment styles over the lineage. Trauma is, we can say, a very high intensity, difficult experience that you experience and you recollect. So you know that this has happened with me in my current life, but you do not know what level of baggage you are carrying from your lineage. But you will just feel that emotional stress within you. So everyone is born with some level of emotional baggage as part of their life over here. But some people are born with, say, I can say, low to medium levels of emotional baggage, and their functioning capacity, they function in the world with ease as long as they manage their stress and they manage their diet and lifestyle. But there are people who are born with heavy to high to severe loads of emotional baggage, and those are the brave survivors of mental health issues. And that is why it is important, specifically for all of us battling mental health issues, to start working on our emotional processing and start releasing all these difficult emotions that we have got from our lineage. I strongly believe that all the people battling with mental health issues are the bravest soul walking this planet because they have taken so much upon their own self, all the difficult emotions their energy signature is holding on to. And that impacts the functioning capacity of our brain in this world. So anything that brings fear, guilt, and shame must be released. This entire culture where we keep talking negativity, we keep inflicting pain upon each other. This needs to be stopped. This needs to be, there has to be an end to all of these things, as the result is going to be everyone struggling with mental health issues in future. And that is why we have to start building a safe community, a community where we understand each other, safe workplaces. It's not about just the culture of 9 to 5, also something that I do not like, because it kills the authentic joy of people. And you just keep hustling all throughout day. That is not a normal functioning. It's like, um earlier, like, we were pushed to work hard in doing the hard jobs. Any job that you are not getting the freedom to live the life, you're not able to do the little things in your life, you're not able to enjoy nature, you are not able to do to do those work which you enjoy, to be able to read, to be able to paint, write, dance. You should have time to do all these things that makes you happy in your life. And yeah, and you should not be made this made this you should never be made feel guilty and shameful for choosing anything that you want to choose. So no one has the right to make us feel fearful, guilty, or shameful. Holding on to these three emotions is the the biggest recipe for disaster. And that's why we have to be very conscious in choosing our actions. So I will end in this video over here, and then I will complete I'll got more things in coming video. Thank you so much for listening to me, and please do like, subscribe, and follow my channel. It means a lot, and it's heaps help for the work I'm doing. So thank you, and then see you. Bye.